Hello. WA6LOL Sonora testing. Hey, Mike, how are you?
I'm fine. You waiting for the moon to come up?
Yeah, it's around 8:30 or so comes up, then I got to wait a little bit longer to clear the local hills in that direction. So anyway, yeah, got the relay box all put together and got the cabling, got the little box on the downside to receive the cable and send it where it needs to go. So things are moving right along.
Very good. Can you give me today's date?
Well, UTC is 129, but I guess local is 128.
129 GMT, Mike.
Yeah, Roger, Rob got it. Dave, 856?
Yeah, 856. Yeah, I think so.
And good evening, Dave, K6USY 1079.
And W6BBS 72.
Go Niners.
No doubt, man, what an exhausting game. I was just disappointed with everything until the second half of that third quarter when they just woke up and came alive. Man, what a comeback.
They wanted a challenge.
Well, they got one. Yeah, they were just, the Lions were walking through them like they were a sieve. The first half, everything clicked for the Lions, and I thought, well, that can't hold. 49ers are too good a team, but you never know. Some days you have an off day, and no matter what you try, it doesn't work, but they really connected. And they got what they needed, a couple of turnovers in the second half. Boy, those were critical. Without those, it would have been Lions going to the Super Bowl. But the turnovers were critical. But good game. Everybody played well, and even the Lions have nothing to be. Of course, they didn't win, but they got nothing to be upset about. They did very, very well.
Yeah, I'm almost sad for the Lions. Part of me was almost wanting to root for them to win, although I'm a 49er fan, but, they've never been to the Super Bowl, and this was once again a shot, and they didn't get there, but I'm glad of that. The 49ers are going, and I watched the Chiefs take on the Ravens earlier, and I saw them win that, and I like the Chiefs. I was rooting for them, so this will be an interesting game. Mahomes against Purdy.
Yeah, Mahomes is he's tough, isn't he?
Oh yeah, well they got kind of the same mentality. When they have to go get it, they go out there and they're going to run it or do whatever they have to do, and they're just going to go get it. And just like Purdy did tonight, they got down to it where it was time he had to get something done or else. And when he decided to go to work, man, it happened.
Yes, sir. By the way, we had Bad Boy or one of his kids in the barn here tonight. I'm sitting here in a fairly stiff skunk smell. They must have been fighting over the food that was right outside the door here. There must have been an altercation. It doesn't seem to bother Blackie. He's in here, and he must have won. Either that or Abby won. One of the two of them.
Well, we'll see when Abby comes around if she's smelling bad when she comes rubbing on you.
Yeah. Anyway, it's pretty ripe in here right now. If I had a wife, she'd send me out. Get out of here. Get out of the house.
Well, I'll give you one last report, then I'll let you get on with the net. The 2-meter egg meter, I got it mounted up and everything, hooked a coax to it, and it tested out just fine. It's not a thing wrong with it for all the time it sat around, so that's good. And so both 432 and 2 meters are up there. They're about 25 feet right now. I haven't gone all the way up yet. They're up high enough that I got the set of guys that are going to go on. It's on there and stretched out, and I'm ready to go up the rest of the way with that. And most of the gear's out in the room. It just has to be assembled. And tomorrow the keyer is scheduled to be here. So by the end of the day tomorrow, I should have the 2 meters, and that's providing both radios are working. I'll have at least one beacon up for sure on 432. And if that 2 meter radio works that I got from John, then that'll be up as well. Over.
What frequencies?
Okay. Somebody said frequency. Who was that?
Dave.
Yeah. The frequency it's going to be on 280.280.280 for all bands. 440, 432, 432, 1296 to be determined. I'm losing my train of thought here. Right now we're going up to 2 meters, 432, and 220s coming, and they're all going to be on 280. Over.
Oh, great. Okay, so 144.28. I will look for that tomorrow. That's going to be awesome to have a beacon on like that.
Yeah, roger that. They will be, it may be late in the day before I get them up, but they will be going up.
Okay, well, great. Yeah, maybe something that will catch if he's got a real slow QSB and it's usable, to do things, but it'll just be fun to have something like that on. Anyway, all right, Frank. Awesome. K6MYC and the net, WA6LOL.
Yeah, very good. And good evening to you, Aaron. Good to hear you. Strong signal. I saw you had everything wound up and ready to go at about just after 7.
Yeah, I have to prep it ahead of time because I got the the club's net on the repeater at 7, so it makes it easier if I prep it ahead of time, and then once we're done over there, then I just hit the go button.
Yeah, very good.
Kilo Golf 6, Charlie Echo Fox.
Yeah, good evening, Daryl. How are you doing up there? Did you watch the game?
We kind of checked in and out on it. Looks like they squeaked it out at the very last minute, though, I guess. And I've had COVID all week, so I've had a real fun week.
Where the hell did you get COVID?
Oh, we went to a birthday party down the street, and need I say more? There was enough people there. Somebody had it.
Weird. I thought it was all done. Okay. Sorry about that. No, the 49ers didn't squeak it out. They just didn't have any scores before the second half started. It was 17-0 or something, or 17-3 going into the second half, and they scored all their 34 points in the second half. But they held on. There was a timing issue. The other team was running out of time to make up a 10-point deficit, and of course they made about part of that. So they came back and scored 7 points. So that was a 3-point difference, but they simply ran out of time.
Kilo 6, Victor Bravo Golf.
Hi, Dave. K6BBG.
Good evening, Mike.
KK6, ZKE.
Okay, let me change my pin here. This one decides it's not going to write.
Hey, Dave, are we going up on 10 meters at 8? You don't have to. I will. Don't do it on my account. Okay, well, we'll do it on Ronnie's account then. All right. Unless Ronnie pops in here.
What do you do on, what is it, 10 meters?
It's our little low tide radio check-in that we do. There's only about 6 of us.
for the Coursegold area, or Oakhurst and Coursegold?
Yeah, Dr. Dan's club.
Oh, okay. Does he check in?
Well, no, not lately.
Yeah, he's been pretty busy. Right. Dave, how are you doing? You getting over whatever it was that you had?
Well, I thought I was. And then I slept all day today because I don't feel good, so I don't know.
Oh, that's too bad. You, hopefully that sleep will add up and be okay for you.
Yeah, I hope so. Not feeling the greatest now, but I'm here.
Okay, do you have the other receiver on the background? Is that why we're hearing the hiss?
Yeah, let me turn the volume down. That's probably better.
Yeah, just a little bit. You can continue to listen there, but it was pretty hissy. I am beamed down toward KB6RQU, and we're standing by for you, Rick.
W6CTT 1119.
Okay, WB6 Charlie Tango Tango 1119.
How you doing, Mike? It's W6 Charlie Tango Tango.
Got it. Okay, and good to have you in here. You sound a lot louder than you did the last time.
Oh, that's good news. I've been playing around with antennas quite a bit and got my Yagi up high, pointing northwest. Hopefully I can hear some of the San Francisco guys tonight.
Oh, okay. Where are you? Are you in Fresno area?
No, Central Clovis University area.
Same thing, Fresno area, basically. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, northwest is, you should point just a little bit north of due west. 280, 285, 290 for most of the Bay Area, and 275 or so for Santa Cruz, and 265 for WA6LIE, who will try to get in here, along with a couple of others now that are popping up in Monterey and Watsonville there.
Give it a try tonight, see if I can't connect with some of those guys.
Yeah, refresh my memory on the handle. We haven't had you in that often, and I can't bring the handle up.
The handle, my call sign, you mean?
No, your name, your handle.
Sorry. It's Dan, Delta Alpha November.
Okay, Dan, thank you. Okay, and what are you using for power, and what is the Yagi?
Yagi's homebrew. Just got it out of an antenna book, simulated it, and built it out of some aluminum. Radio is a ICOM 7100. Just 50 watts tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, it sounds very good. It's nice and clean, crisp, good audio, and good strong signal up this way. So you're obviously pointed pretty close to me here. How many elements on the Yagi?
It's a 3-element.
Oh, just 3. Oh, okay.
Yeah, VSWRs are down pretty low, 1.2, 1.1, so it's all going out.
Well, I was concerned about that. It's just a very small antenna. It doesn't have much gain. For these bands, you know, gains of 10 and up is more typical, but that's okay. You're sitting at 6 or 7, so it'll work. And hopefully you'll hear some of the boys over there. All right, let's see. KB6RQU or M6SWR, are you there? Where's Ben this evening? N6SWR, Ben? Oh, I doubled. Somebody was slow on the trigger. Try it again.
KM6SR. Ben checked in early tonight, so he had to go.
Well, we all have to go sooner or later.
He was going to hit the sack because he had a long, hard day. Over.
I'm gone already.
Too much football, that's all. Okay, well, we got Ben checked in, and we're looking for Bill, AA6S, and Mike, WA6AAJ, and the other Mike, N6BYH, and Greg down there, W6PYP in Visalia, and Anybody? Oh, I didn't get it over to you, Terry. You did check in. Good evening to you. How's the garage coming?
Hey, good evening, Mike. Trying to get a few coaxes into the garage so I can do some more switching with the radios.
Oh, good, good. Put more holes in the wall.
Well, I'm down inside the wall.
Oh, down inside the wall, okay. And we're missing also Ken tonight, WA60IB, although he's sometimes not here on Sunday nights because of relatives and kids that are over for dinner and so on. And we're missing Adam, KE6VON. But he's probably working tonight. I think he's off starting Tuesday. Anyway, Frank, are you still here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I mentioned the gear thing to Matt, and he said, no, the guys never did look anything up. He doesn't have the capability to look it up. He just went over to a bin and said, this is the one you want on the gear. So Matt will take it back on Wednesday when you get it out of there Tuesday. Or I can try to take it loose and get it out of there tomorrow.
No, I wouldn't worry about it, Mike. I mean, I don't see the rush, and the one we got's working fine. But no, I'll pull that out of there Tuesday, and we'll do a comparison and all that over.
Yeah, well, the only reason to do it sooner was Matt's got something that he's gonna drop off for this guy to repair, so he was gonna go by there Monday. But he said he can hold off a day or so.
Yeah, it's entirely up to you. My thinking is he could just return that one if he had something to drop off and not worry about it. The one we got's going to work for a while. We got another one coming. But anyways, yeah, whatever you want. I'll do it Tuesday or you can do it tomorrow. Just, make sure your key's off is all, and you pull the battery lead, and then it takes that, I believe it was an Allen that I got in there with and got those out with an Allen wrench, over.
Yeah, you mean the bolts that hold the starter?
Roger.
Okay. I may or may not play with it. Depends on how I feel. I've got the back end of the house, back end of the barn all put away. Everything's put away. I got almost everything right where I wanted it, and I ended up with enough boxes and bins to keep everything sort of organized and separated. So we've got that end of the building cleaned up now a little bit. And the top of the rolly cart's empty, which is good. And I'm standing by for KB6RQU. But he isn't there. We may just have to go over to a Atascadero. Was there anybody else in the San Fernando? Too many valleys. Santa Clara, Santa Ynez, San Joaquin Valley, K6MYC Bozo Net. Anybody else? Okay, let's do a Atascadero and see what happens. KJ6 Fox something Yankee. Give it to me phonetically and try to get up on this frequency. You're a little bit off frequency, a little low. You're zoning like you're way down in here somewhere. KJ6, go ahead. KJ6 station that just called in, go ahead. Are you not hearing me? Anybody else hear that? Nobody else heard that guy on frequency? KJ6 something, why? Boy, I'm plagued with that lately. I've been doing that on 40 meters. Guys will call me and then they won't come back.
I heard him up here, Santa Cruz way.
Oh, okay. Maybe he's over your way. You want to call him in? It's KJ6 something with a Y on the end.
Yeah, I didn't quite catch the call sign myself.
I heard about it.
KJ6LEE.
And he doubled with you. Try it again, Lee.
Yeah, Roger. I just said I didn't catch the call sign. So if the other station is out there, try it again.
Yeah, this is Kilowatt Juliet 6 Mike. Mike Queen India. Mike Queen India.
Okay, KJ6MQI. Where are you? I don't think you're a Bozo member, but that doesn't matter. We'd like to have you in here. My name is Mike, and my call is Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, K6MYC net control for the Bozo Net in Northern California here. And if you'll come back and give us your location and your name and all, that would be helpful. KJ6 Mike Queen Italy, I believe, Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie.
Yeah, copy, Mike. This is KJ6MQI, K6MYC. Yeah, we've spoken before. I used to be at a different QTH, but my new grid would be CM87, Charlie Mike 87, copy.
Yeah, but I need your name and your location, and please try to get up on the frequency here. You're low pitch. You're very much off frequency. Maybe you have the RIT on or something. Over.
Copy. Is this any better?
No.
No, you're still low.
It's Jared, Mike, 271. He's in CM97.
Okay, now you're way off, so maybe you have a radio that only tunes in 1 kilohertz step, so maybe you have to come back where you were, because you're way off now. Over. Let me give you some more chatter. KJ6MQI. Is it Garrett or Barrett? What was the handle, Rob?
Jared, Julia Alpha, Romeo, India, Delta.
Jared, okay, Jared. Give me his Bozo number, Rob.
271.
Okay, Jared, let me give you some more chatter here so you can tune in, or Lee can give you some chatter. You probably are hearing Lee better than you're hearing me. I'm not pointed at you. I'm pointed over at, where in the hell am I pointed here? I don't know where I'm pointed. I started to go toward, wait a minute here. What's going on with this radio? Come on. Let's try again here. No. What the heck is going on here? What the heck? Okay, now I'm heading toward 211. But let's see if we can get you in here, Jared, for a little more conversation there. Okay, and you're Charlie Mike 87. Where in Charlie Mike 87 are you? What city? Over?
97.
Scotts Valley. Yeah, sorry, now I have everything tuned with a bunch of RIT and XIT, so maybe I'm off. Copy?
Yeah, no, you're on frequency now. You're pretty close, probably within 10 hertz, so no problem. And okay, on Scotts Valley there. Very good. What are you running, vertical or horizontal, and how much power, Jared? Over?
Yeah, copy. So I moved, and I've just kind of moved my little station over. It's not a lot of power, about 100 watts from a TS2000, and I've got one of your N-squared 2M7s right now set up with a small preamp on the mast. So most of what I've got is probably just height. I'm up here probably about 1,300 feet up above sea level, so hopefully that's helping. Copy?
Yeah, but I don't think you're pointed in my direction. I'm in north of Fresno, so from where you are, you'd probably want to point at about 100 degrees, something like that. Due east and just a little bit south of east by 10 degrees or so. Over.
Yeah, copy that. That's about where I am. Let me try to move a little bit lower, so then I might run into some trees up here. I'll see what I can do. KJ6MQI, copy.
Okay, no, I'm copying you fine. It's just that you're not strong as you should be. You should be very, very strong from up that way. So anyway, it may be a pointing thing, or it may be a feed line issue. 100 watts should just be blowing me off my chair here. How well are you copying me? I'm running 1,500. Over.
Yeah, no, you're coming in extremely strong, at least plus 20, no problem over here. So certainly something on my side. I just got this set up for this weekend, so I'll keep playing around with it and see if I can get better signal reports. But thanks for coming back on this one. Thank you.
Yeah, Roger. Do you have a rotator under the 2M7?
Yeah, copy, I do. I have other antennas from you also. Eventually I'll get some of the other ones up, like I've got a 70 centimeter 9WL that I really like using, but one thing at a time for sure, T26MQI.
Okay, very good. Did you move from someplace in the Bay Area up into Scotts Valley just recently?
It's been a few years, yeah, you know, a lot of money just going into moving from one place to another QTH, but now that I'm here, yeah, I was down in Santa Clara, so it was in CM97, Charlie Mike 97. It was very hard to make a lot of contacts down in the bowl, but now that I'm up on the top of the hill, it's a little better, over.
Okay, now are you 97 now, or are you 87? I thought I heard you say 87.
Yeah, it's 87, CM87, 87. My old QTH was 97, over.
QSL, that's what Rob has as your old location. Okay, very good. Nice to have you in here. Thanks very much for joining us here. Hopefully we'll hear you more often, and we also will look for you on 432 over there on Thursday night at about the same time.
Sounds great.
Okay, let's try a Tascadero W6QUI where I am pointed. W6QUI, K6MYC. Are you on tonight, Ron?
Yeah, I'm here. You're off a week for some reason if you're pointed this way. Good evening, Mike. W6QUI.
Well, we're copying you okay about the normal signal strength here. For some reason the radio, I know what's going on here. For some reason the antenna's not turning. That's not helpful.
I had my ATVs on for someone, and it's apparently bothering 2 meters. You know how video is. Let me shut it off for a second here.
Well, it's not you, it's me. My antenna's not rotating. I got 2 rotator problems. Frank, you would normally know this. If I'm going to have a rotator problem on 2 meters, the rotator controller today in the house on the moon bounce array was on, and it wouldn't rotate. Why aren't you rotating? And that's exactly what this one's doing. It's not rotating. I turned the box off and it never came back, so it's dead completely. So I'm out here now, and now I'm on a box that says the antenna's pointed at 80 degrees, which I didn't have it on. I had it at 150. For some reason it went back to 80 on its own, and that's where it is. Now I'm hesitant to turn the box off, or maybe you guys will have to run the net here, over.
Okay, yeah, I'm hearing you. Yeah, well, I have some interference here from my ATV transmitter, so even though it's on 70 centimeters, you know, our video is pretty wide. It generates every stuff. Anyway, I do copy. I don't know if Eric's around or not. I haven't heard him for a few days. He's getting ready for a big trip to Australia, so he may or may not be on tonight. Anyway, I'll just check him in anyway.
And yeah, I'm here, Mike, if you want to reset that.
I'm reset it. It's dead. It don't rotate.
Okay, you got that okay. Okay, very good.
I'm copying you fine, Ron. It's just you're weaker, a little weaker than normal, but I'm pointed due east. At least that's what the controller said. I have no idea if that's where I'm really pointed, because it was pointed at 150 when I started. I looked at it very carefully. But now it's pointing at 80 or 90 degrees, and I didn't move it. That's where it went by itself when I told it to go to 211. So I'm just got 2 rotator boxes that are both lost their brains here.
Okay, well, I will back you up as I can.
Okay. Well, Eric isn't in here, but Ron wants me to check him in, so we'll do that. And Ron, anybody else down there, RW or anybody?
I don't know. Who's stand by? Either Bill or Eric or either one of you around tonight? Well, I guess the answer is no. I'll check Eric in. He's probably getting ready for his big trip, so Pretty good. 7-3, sorry about your rotators there, but it sounds like they need some TLC or something to get them going again. Or maybe it's a broken wire or something, who knows. Anyway, very good. Carry on. I guess you're going to have a little trouble probably working some of the people because you can't rotate the thing. Anyway, 7-3 for now. W6Q, you're on.
Okay, fine, Ron 73. Thank you. Well, I don't know. It's two separate control boxes and two separate QTHs here. I'm in the barn now, but the one in the house went bad on me this morning. And I turned it off and it wouldn't come back on. I said, well, I'm not going to use the moon bouncer array to check in people tonight, but sure as hell I'll go to the barn and something will go wrong in the barn and then I'll have to get Matt to put a new control box in here. And I'm not going to bother him now because we're halfway into the net. So here we are. Let's go up to Monterey and call for Scott, WA6LIE. Let's call for W6 toasted peanut butter, and also for KW6S. And we've already have Lee in here, and Lee is still here, I'm sure. KB6 Lima Echo Echo. I have you, Lee, checked in. 10-9-8.
Roger, Roger. 10-9 or 8. The countdown, Bozo. KB6LE.
Okay, somebody else talking. Was that you, Jared?
No, negative. I'm just out here listening. KJ6MQI.
KM6EIV just checked in. Over.
Oh, KM6EIV just checked in. Thank you for that, Ron. He's checked in here anyway, so we got him. Thank you.
I know he won't be hearing you. Okay, good luck. 7-3.
Okay. So, somebody's talking in the background. Who is that? Frank, see what you can raise in the direction towards Santa Cruz and Watsonville and Monterey.
This is W6BBS relay for net control. Mike's got some rotor problems tonight. Who do we got in the Santa Cruz, Monterey area wanting to check in? Go ahead.
KW6S.
Oh, I got you, Tom, KW6S. Anybody else? Okay, well, I got partial calls. I got some, I don't know if it's interference from somebody keying down. All of a sudden, I've got something wiping out my whole receiver. I got you, Tom, KW6S, and there was another weak station in you, and then I had a WA6 and a KB6, and I lost it in this interference. So try it again, guys, please.
WA6 LIE and KB6 RQU, KM6SR, over.
Oh, there you go. You're here. I've got something going on here now, Rob. I don't know if it's my solar or what. A big noise is just blanking my whole screen in pulses. So maybe you can take over relaying for Rob. You heard everybody that I heard there. Go ahead.
Okay. How you doing, Tom? KW6S, KM6SRR.
KM6SRR, KW6S. So I'm doing good. And, yeah, Mike is really strong here, so wherever his antenna really is pointed, it must be pretty close to Santa Cruz here. And, yeah, otherwise, just kind of enjoying hearing a few new calls on the channel here. KM6SR, KW6S.
Sounds good, Tom. I bet you it's coming straight off the back of Mike's antenna. So that's good. You want to say anything, Mike? Over. Well, maybe he's going to have to see what he can find out. The other one we heard in there was WA6LIE. Is that Scott?
Yeah, it's an evening.
How you doing, Scott? We got you checked in. Any traffic? Okay, thanks for being there. Mike's got a stuck antenna rotor. Anybody else over there? KM6SR for the 2-meter Bozo Net, over.
I'm hearing everybody over there. Is toasted peanut butter there tonight, Scott, over? WA6LIE, K6MYC. Is TBP there in Monterey? Well, he's not hearing me. I'm hearing him. That's not good, is it?
LIE, KM6SRR. Is TBP on tonight, over?
Well, he's not coming back to you either.
Well, maybe he was in and out. How about Tom, KW6S? Do you hear TPB over there? TBP?
No, I haven't. I haven't heard him tonight, and I don't know why Scott's not hearing you. He usually hears pretty good over that way.
Yeah, he might have got in and out real quick. Okay, thanks, Tom. What's next there, Mike?
Well, KB6 Lima Echo Echo. Finish off with him. I've got him checked in, but Lee, go ahead and make a transmission. I can't see the antenna. I've got two other antennas up, and I can see them, but they're in the way of looking through. No matter what angle I get at, I just can't see. With the flashlight, I can't see the upper antenna at 100 feet up. It's too weak in the light. Somebody with eyeballs could see it.
Roger there. KB6LEE, do you have a copy? This KM6SR 2-meter Bozo Net.
Roger, KM6SRR. I barely hear you above the noise, but I'm hearing Mike, K6MYC, quite clearly here, even though he's not really registering on the S meter. He's coming through loud and clear off the backside of his beam, and I could barely hear Scott down there in Monterey for a brief time. Toasted peanut butter, I think I said last time or a time or two ago, I think he's an ER.
Is Lee in there, Mike?
The weekends.
Yeah, he's talking.
Don't think that it's very likely that he's going to be on Sundays. I caught him in the Santa Cruz Harbor around July 4th and was chatting with him, and he mentioned that normally he's pretty tied up on the weekends. So I think Sundays you're probably not going to hear him out there. So with that, I'll say back to you guys, KB6LEE.
Okay, finally, we're copying you fine, so but Rob doesn't have you. But we got you. Thanks for TBP. Yeah, I know he's an emergency room nurse or doctor or something there, and he isn't around very much on the weekends, understand. Thanks very much, Lee, and how'd you do? Have made any headway on the 432 thing?
Oh, yeah, well, I've got it put together, but I think the driven element is a little too short, and the SWR is pretty high. The radio kicks it off quite quickly, so I still have a little bit of tweaking to do. I've been talking with Tom about it. I've made some measurements with the Nano VNA, and if Tom's still out there, if we can go up 20 after everything's done here, maybe he and I can talk about it. KB6LEE.
Yeah, I'm here. I'll go.
Okay. Did you get that, Lee?
Roger, roger. Thank you.
W6PQL.
Here, W6PQL. Jim, W6PQL, the rotator's frozen here. I can't move it, so you'll have to listen for Frank. Frank, call PQL.
Oh, well, I can hear Jim just fine. Good evening, Jim. W6PQL, W6BBS.
Hi, Frank. I'm hearing most of what's going on the reflector, but I'm in on the live stream, but you're coming through very well over here. I can't quite hear Rob in there. I can barely detect Mike, and I've got such a noise level in the southerly direction. It just covers everything up, except for Tom. I hear Tom coming through fine. But anyway, over here in the Bay Area, we've got WB6JNN. We also have KB6WFC and myself, and there may be others over.
Yeah, who was the last one?
That's KB6WFC, number 775.
Okay, very good, very good. I got that. I got all that, Jim, and I'm sure Mike was able to hear that. You copy all that, Mike, and any message for Jim, over?
Oh, I'm copying Jim 100%, even though the antenna's not pointed. I don't know where it's pointed, but it ain't moving, that's for sure.
Yeah, okay, very good. Are you able to copy Mike right now, Jim?
Yeah, Mike is pretty weak. He doesn't quite have the antenna this way, and I understand that he can't rotate it. It's not moving for him, so it really explains what's going on. But I do hear him in there, but very weakly, and I can get probably, I don't know, 30% of what he's saying, and that's about it. But I hear everything he's saying on the live stream.
Okay, very good, Jim. Well, you're S9 to me, so a solid copy. So, yeah, Mike, I got KB6RQU, WB6JNN, and KB6WFC for you. Over.
Yeah, I copied that.
Good evening, Jim. W6PQL. This is KM6SR. Are you hearing me okay?
Hey, Jim, Rob's trying to call you.
You on PQL amp, Rob?
Yeah, I'm hearing you on the live stream, Rob, but I don't really hear you on direct frequency here because I've got about an S3 noise level here tonight, and generally it has to be a little quieter for me to be able to pick you up. But I do hear you on the live stream. Over.
Okay, yep. No, I haven't got your amp in yet. I've got to do some tune-up work on it and get another power supply there. Anyway, back to net. Do we want to get Rick down there, Mike?
Yeah, I hear you, Rick. I don't know if Rick can hear me, though. He was very weak because I'm not pointed that way. KB6RQU, we hear you, Rick. Over.
226 is here.
Would you turn down toward Rick and tell him we got him? Ken, I can't rotate. I'm stuck.
Yeah, I'll do that right now.
I've got it, Mike. KB6RQU. Rick, old Bozo 61. We got you checked in. KM6SR. Over. Hey, Rick, did you go away? KB6RQU?
He hasn't answered any of mine either. He must have thought he missed us.
Is this Pat? W6PMD? Good evening, Pat. Can you check 432 in? And Mike has got a stuck rotor, but I'm sure he'd like to get checked in. Number 47, over. Well, I don't know. He's got some disease there. It got the one in the barn. Now it's got the one in the house QTH. Yeah, he wore it out in the contest. That makes sense. Okay, thanks, Pat.
Somebody tried to check in doubled with Rob. Try it again. Okay, Whiskey 6, Whiskey Uniform Hotel. We got you in here. Mike's got rotator problems. Don't know if he's hearing you or not. Did you get that one, Mike?
No, it's not right call. Whiskey November, Italy.
The guy just checked in. What's your call again? Yeah, I had it right, Mike. It's Whiskey 6, Whiskey United Hotel.
I have no idea who that is.
What's your Bozo number, sir? And your name, please? Thanks, Larry. I am just kind of an emergency relay here for Mike tonight because his rotator won't work. So that's number 734, Larry, Whiskey 6, Whiskey Uniform Hotel, Mike. Oh, you're welcome, Larry.
73, Pat. We got local going on here. W6PMD, KM6SRR.
You're still listening down south, Rob?
I'm trying to rotate to the Bay Area now. Over.
Okay, well, Ken, you can go back to the Bay Area and maybe you can help us out here. Between between Frank and you and Rob, we should be able to continue here because I can't rotate. I'm stuck somewhere over toward Monterey or someplace in that direction.
Yeah, okay, I'm here. Whatever we need. WA60IB. I'm pointing to the Bay Area now.
Yeah, it's weird. It rotated yesterday. I was in here and I turned it around so I could listen to the east on 6 meters. And came in the shack earlier today, turned it from 80 degrees down to 150. It was fine, I think. And I think it went to 150, but I'm not sure. But when I came in the shack, it was at 80 degrees, and I can't move it. But it's obviously either not at 80 degrees or it is at 80 degrees, and I'm hearing everybody backscattering off the Sierra. Well, here, who knows? Anyway, I'm just writing stuff down. You guys call on that. Thanks. We should have more in the Bay Area. Somebody talking?
I heard something way in there. Bay Area for the Bozo Net. Anybody else? WA60IB with K6MYC and the gang. Over.
AB6BA, I heard that.
Hi, Oliver. KB6BA. We got you. WA60IB. Roger. Right, got you. Thank you much. Anybody else for the Bozo Net? We're pointing towards the Bay Area. WA60IB in the gang.
AB6SR.
AB6SR. Hi, Stan in Los Gatos there. WA60IB. 807, Mike. Relay.
I got him.
You got Whiskey November India?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Whiskey November India station. I heard you a couple times. Try it again.
I mean, there's a lot.
Yeah, okay, this is Whiskey 6 Bravo, Bravo Sierra. Mike's got a rotator problem tonight, so he's not hearing you, and I'm just relaying you, but we got you checked in, thanks. And that one was Whiskey Bravo 6, Whiskey November India. I believe it was 1090, over.
That's Gary. And we're missing WA6AXX. Ed, are you there? How about KT2G? Oh, somebody call KT2G, Mark.
Yeah, carry on, Ken. I just picked that one up because I heard him and it didn't sound like he was hearing him, over. Okay, very good. KT2G, Mark, WA60IB. Are you there tonight? Anybody else in the Bay Area for the Bozo Net, WA60IB? That guy's real weak. You're going to have to relay, I think, there. Yeah, was it KE6QR, over?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, okay, we got him, Mike, and N1PP is also there.
Okay, KE6QR. We also should have K6 Echo Romeo Fox 199.
K6ERF, are you there?
Yeah, Roger, K6ERF.
WA6AXX here.
Both of those guys checked in. E6EFF is there, and was that WA6AXX, over?
Yeah, WA6AXX, sorry, late check-in.
And WA6AXX.
Yeah, WA6AXX, late check-in, sorry.
Gotcha, Ed.
Thank you.
I can't rotate tonight, so other people are doing the net for me, but I'm hearing pretty well even off the backside. That's about it. Did we hear K6 Echo Romeo Fox and Martinez? That's Russ. Anybody heard Russ yet?
Yeah, K6ERF here.
There he is.
Yeah, he's there, Mike. He's there. I thought I checked him in for you, I thought. I didn't, but go ahead and take it.
Somebody came in way off frequency, about a kilohertz. Try it again, K6MYC.
Yeah, we got somebody trying to relay an Oscar Sierra X-ray, but we can't seem to get the rest of his call.
It's KA6OSX 160 Kent.
Okay, that would be KA6OSX 160 Kent. So we've got him checked in. Thank you.
Okay. The next two would be N6RO and W6 Sugar Whiskey and Oakley and Discovery Bay.
Yeah, W6SSW, no problem up here, Bozo 793.
Got you very loud. I can't rotate, so I don't know how I'm hearing everybody.
Yeah, you S9 up here.
We'll take it.
And Frank is 20 over, but yeah, I've heard you guys from the beginning of the net, so you're strong in all directions.
I think it's just good propagation tonight. That's why I'm hearing. I think the antenna is pointed toward the Sierras, and I'm just getting you guys all on the bounce, the opposite of the way the guys in Placerville do it. But I'm bouncing off the Sierras, not Mount Diablo here. Anyway, good evening to you, Steve. How about Ken, N6RO? Are you here, Ken? Maybe Ken will check in a little bit later. He may be in a Zoom meeting or something, or he's replaying a football game.
And hello, WA60IB. Hello, Ken. W6SSW.
Hi there, Steve. Good to hear you. WA60IB. Yeah, and Steve, you're ST. You're 10 over here at my station, W6BBS.
Yeah, good signal up here, Frank.
I hear parts of a voice in there. We head up towards Sacramento then?
Yeah, Sacramento. You might tell that voice to keep trying, keep trying. I can hear it down in there also, but it's so weak I can't get it. Just tell the voice to keep trying, keep trying, keep calling, keep calling. We'll find you, over. Yeah, Sacramento, about 320 for KJ6 Whiskey, KFB, Kilo Foxtrot Bravo, Darren. Not hearing anything. Go ahead and call Darren and KO6KD and then KR6MR at about 334.
KJ6KFB, Darren. KJ6KFB, are you on there tonight? WA60IB with the Bozo Net. And Bill, KO6KD, WA60IB. He may pop in a little later.
Well, he should be there. Talked to Bill this morning. Try KR6MR, John up there in Meadow Vista.
Right, John, KR6MR, WA60IB, and K6MYC for the Bozo Net. Anybody else up north near in Sacramento area or thereabouts? WA60IB for the Bozo Net.
Did anybody of the three come back to you? I couldn't tell from your response. Did nobody come back?
Yeah, you covered a couple of people up. If they, yeah, I didn't respond, so they didn't come back.
Stand by. Was that WA6LIE? Okay, I heard two stations trying to check in. Come again, please.
410. KW6T.
Okay, KW6T, 410, roger.
Hello, Russ, KW6T, WA60IB for the Bozo Net.
Oh, sorry about that. I didn't know if you were calling me or not. Anyway, yeah, well, good evening to the group. And anyway, well, you can tell Mike I'll probably have a better signal on 1296 on Tuesday because I bought one of his antennas and it's sitting here in the box. I have to get the thing up here in the next day or so.
Yeah, don't put the box up. Build the antenna first and then put it up.
Oh, you think?
Well, that'll be great. Okay, we'll be able to hear you then. Good to hear you, Russ. KW6T, WA60IB. Anybody else up there?
He can put the box up, and that would give him another 3 dB. Evening, Russ. We've got KD6 Sugar Whiskey, KD6 Sugar Whiskey in Reading, and KO6HS, Kilo Oscar 6 Hotel Sierra in Reading. Go ahead.
No, we got, wait a minute, we haven't left Sacramento yet. Hi, Darren, KJ6KFB, I heard you under mic there, WA60IB. You're checked in, 756. Yeah, I didn't hear him. KR6MR, John, WA60IB for the Bozo Net, over. Oh yeah, you're good signal now, John. Yeah, don't call us on the vertical. We won't hear you. KR6MR, WA60IB. Okay, 759 just checked in.
Got it. Missing KO6KD 7776.
Yeah, hello, Bill. KO6KD, KO6KD, WA60IB for the Bozo Net, over. Nope, nothing at all.
Okay, well, if you guys point toward same heading of 332 or so for Reading, Kilo Delta 6 sopping wet, and Kilo Oscar 6 hot sugar. You won't hear me.
Well, you never know. KD6SW, KD6SW, Rich, WA60IB with K6MYC in the Bozo Net, over.
There's KO6KD.
KD, WA60IB, good evening. Well, you're not really. No. KO6KD, WA60IB. Yeah, Mike's antenna's jammed up. His rotor's not moving, so he's having some difficulty. So we're running through pretty fast. So we're probably a little bit ahead of you. So we did call you earlier, but I thought it might be a little too early, and I was right. So KO6KD, WA60IB. No problem, Bill. 776 checked in. There you go, Mike. WA60IB. Anybody else up there?
N6RO.
Hey, we've been waiting for you. N6RO, WA60IB. Blasting signal here.
Thanks, Ken. Well, it looks like I'm late. I normally get here about 8:30 after dinner. Anyway, you're really loud. And I sympathize on the stuck rotators. I've got one right now, but not on this band. Anyway, good evening, and I'm glad the 49ers did what they did.
Yay, team. Yeah, we all are around this area anyway. Okay, good to hear you, Ken. Yep, and hope you had a good weekend. Lots of stuff going on. I managed to work Clipperton on a couple of bands, so I had a lot of fun. WA60IB.
Yeah, I had Clipperton on about a dozen slots. And we had a 160 contest this weekend, multi-op. I didn't operate much, but my team, 2 team members did, and we had the best Asian opening we've seen here in all my days.
Asia on 160, huh?
Yeah, we had 62 JAs, and multipliers like YB, let's see, UA9, I'm looking up the list here. HL, HS, DU, BY, and we had about a 15-minute opening to Europe. Dave got 10 multipliers in 15 minutes, and then it was gone.
Wow. Well, that makes it exciting. That makes it all worth it, doesn't it?
Yeah, we had a good race with NA7TV, who have that monster antenna in East Arizona. So they had the geographical advantage, but we had more of the 10-pointers in Asia. So we're essentially tied right now with that big station in Arizona.
Wow, good show. That sounds great. I still want to get up there and see that place one of these times. Okay, very good. Thank you for checking in. Mike's rotor is stuck, as you know, so we're doing the best we can. WA60IB. Anybody else up there?
I'll see you tomorrow night, Ken. I'm okay on that band.
Yeah, okay. You're plenty copyable, Mike.
Yeah, I know, but you always are. I can point any direction for you, Ken. I copy you and Steve, no problem. We're pointing, we're trying to get the guys in Reading. One more try for Reading and then go to the, Nevada.
Righto, Reading. Anybody up there from Reading? WA60IB with a Bozo Net, over. Well, somebody answered, but I didn't copy them. I need a relay.
Well, Dennis would normally be in here, but Dennis isn't here tonight, so he could relay easily, but he's not here apparently. It's probably 145 KD6SW stopping wet there.
Well, he's starting to come up. Reading Station, try it again. You're starting to come up a little bit. I got a few more words last time. WA60IB for the Bozo Net, over. Relay? Yeah, go ahead. I can't copy him. I believe it's Kilo Delta 6 shortwave. That's who we were expecting. AD6SW, this is Whiskey 6 Bravo Sierra. Relay for Mike and helping Ken out. Mike's got rotator problems, so we got you checked in. Over. Roger. Have a good night. Carry on, gentlemen.
The other one is Jerry in that same area, KO6HS.
Yeah, KO6HS. Do you copy Whiskey 6 Bravo Sierra for the Bozo Net, over? I hear nothing, Mike.
Okay. Sometimes he doesn't make it, family commitments on Sunday. Try K1YQB. That's not right. K1. What is it? K1YQ. What the hell's Fred's call?
Papa.
IQP, yeah.
That's Fred. Cameron, he's up north.
Yeah, he's in Placerville, but you get him pretty much pointed towards Sacramento or North Sacramento, 235, 240.
332.
335 or 340, yeah, something like that.
That's where I'm at right now. K1YQP, K1YQP, Fred, WA60IB for the Bozo Net, over.
Try K6 Whiskey India Sugar in the same direction.
Right, hello Paul, K6WIS, WA60IB for the Bozo Net, over. Haven't heard him for quite a while.
He's been on regular, but Fred hasn't been on as regular. Okay, well, let's go to Nevada. We may be early for him. We can try him one more call on the way back from Nevada. By the way, I talked to Larry on the phone today, N7 Whiskey Tango and KD6BQ, who broke his leg, a couple of weeks ago. Went into the hospital, had an operation because his leg was broken so badly they had to install a metal plate to hold the bones together. But he's out of the hospital now and he's recovering nicely, and he figures he'll be another week and he'll be back on the net. So everything's fine with him. He's healthy. No complications. It's just time because it's a very complicated break in the leg.
Oh boy, that's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that. I wonder what happened there. He didn't fall off a roof or something, did he?
No, he just stepped funny or twisted it somehow. He told me, but I've forgotten now exactly what it was. But he's okay. He's on the mend now, and he's in good shape. And it was a pleasure to hear from Larry. That gave me good news and not bad news. I was hoping he didn't call me to tell me somebody had passed away. Over.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Nevada. Anybody up there? N7WT, WA60IB, over. Well, hi, Daniel, KE7UQL, 272, WA60IB. Good to hear you. Yeah, you heard about the stuck rotor. Okay. All right, very good. Well, thank you for checking in. Have you heard Larry? All is quiet. Okay. Well, he may check in shortly. We'll see. Okay, Daniel, 7-3, KE7UQL, WA60IV.
We're too early for him up there, I guess. Good evening, Daniel, KE7UQL, KM6SRR. Roger. Thanks for being there. Okay, Ken.
Larry said he would probably be there, but he might fall asleep and take a little nap before the net, so maybe he's not awake yet.
Well, that's what happens to me more often than not. If you don't find me here, that's because I'm snoozing away. I slept through the 432 net the other night. Sure sorry about that, because I know you needed help. And doggone it, I just sat down after dinner and I was gone.
No, everything's working fine now on 432. We're all in good shape there. We got the polarity working, the preamp working, everything's working. We did good on 432. We missed about 7 or 8 regulars, though. We had 28 check-ins, and we missed about 7 regulars, so we did a really good night.
Okay, well, Rob called, said that you were calling for me, so I figured you needed some help. So, but I didn't get that text until like midnight.
Okay. Well, Larry, where are you? Come on. N7 Whiskey Tango. I could hear Daniel just a little bit there, K6MYC. There's also a new guy up there right next to Larry. His call is KJ6 India X-Ray, and he worked us on 432 the other night. He was as strong as Larry was. He's so excited now he was wetting his pants. Over.
That's a little too excited for this business. Okay. N7WT, are you awake yet, Larry? WA60IB for the Bozo Net. Over. Just dead silence.
Yeah, well, we'll get him tomorrow night. Say he was there, but earlier than later.
How about KJ6IX? Dale, you on tonight for the Bozo Net?
I only think he has 2 antennas. I don't think he has 2 meters. Robbie's got an RIW that works very well that Larry loaned him. And then he's got that homebrew thing that doesn't work very well on 6 meters. But I don't think he's on 2 meters here yet.
Okay, Roger.
Now, they're working on it. Larry's trying to get him something that'll work on 2. Guess we're done here. We can swing back through and see if we get any late checks or missed on the way.
Yep, I'm heading back to Sacramento at the moment.
Yeah, Sacramento and KO6HS and Redding would be the only ones, and then maybe a couple of them in Cameron Park sometimes. AJ6 Queen Lima George sometimes checks in from that area.
Yeah, I'm not having much luck with HS. I don't think I can hear him, but we'll give it a try. KO6HS up and Reading, Jerry, WA60IB for the Bozo Net, over. Yeah, I'm not hearing anything up there. I'm right on him beam-wise, but nothing. WA60IB.
Well, he would hear you. He just runs 100 watts, so those guys hear us better than we hear them. They both have quiet received conditions. Okay, AJ6 Queen Lima would be the other one. Just give him a quick shout.
AJ6QL, AJ6 Queen Lima, AJ6QL. WA60IB for the Bozo Net, over. Is that you, George? AJ6QL, WA60IB, over. Well, I heard a voice in there, but really weak.
He's usually pretty strong for me, at least, and the other one would be a W6 Delta Echo November Den up there. He's got a moon bounce array but he's very infrequently checking in, but he is in that same direction. So if he hasn't come back, though, he probably isn't there this evening.
Now, there was somebody in there. Hang on, stand by. What was that call again? I'm asking you, Mike or Ken, was it KJ6QL or something?
Alpha Juliet 6 Queen Lima, George.
Okay, Alpha Juliet 6 Queen Lima. This is Whiskey 6 Bravo Sierra Relay for net control. Try it again. Over. Ken, call him again. I heard somebody was answering when you called him. Over. Okay, AJ6QL, George, WA60IB for the Bozo Net, over. Nothing there. I think he was there. I just didn't pull out the call sign, but somebody came right back to you and was talking for a minute there and then faded away. I think he was there. Yeah, I heard something. I heard a voice, but like you said, it faded out. It was real weak for me, too.
Yeah, he should be readable for KO6HS or up there in Meadow Vista. If you can get John again or Bill or anybody there, they might have heard him because he's audible in their location.
Yeah, KO6KD. Bill, you still around? WA60IB?
he's moved on already.
Okay, well, we did good. Not a problem. Let's go one more time back to the Bay Area for a late checks and missed. We got Stan, of course, in there. We didn't say much to Stan. 807 is his Bozo number. I was always kidding him. He's sipping on Merlot, not 807s. Over.
Yeah, okay. Bay Area for later missed check-ins for the Bay Area for the Bozo Net. WA60IB with K6MYC, over.
And we're missing K6KLY, KT2G.
Bay Area, check later missed check-ins. Bay Area, WA60IB with the Bozo Net.
KD6 Sugar Oscar Kilo. Guess that's it. You want to try Eddie down there, Rob?
Okay, going that way.
Eddie surprises us every now and then, comes back to us.
I spent all day yesterday putting together Larry's 40 meters, so it's ready to go up.
Oh, good. Thank you so much for helping him. He was, he seemed to be quite, we don't have to discuss it, but, you know, Larry's needs help there, unfortunately, and it's hard to work with somebody that doesn't remember anything.
KE6BK, Eddie, you on tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net? KE6BK, KM6SR, standing by. Good evening, Eddie. Thanks for being there. We're hearing you loud and clear. Do you have a copy on Ken? Over.
I'm not pointed that way.
Okay, Eddie. Yeah, Mike's got a stuck rotor, so several of us are kind of piecing together the net tonight. Thanks for being there. KE6BK. See you tomorrow. 7-3.
7-3, Eddie. I need his Bozo number 858. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. I can just tell he's in there. I can't read him. Okay, good. Other than getting Rob, Rick down there, KB6RQU, he's probably gone now. He didn't stick around, but we'll catch him tomorrow night, and I'll tell him we had him checked in.
KE6BK, KB6RQU. Rick, you back in the hem shack, over? I'll have to catch him tomorrow night.
Yeah, I can hear him. I heard him when he checked in. He was weak, but I could hear him off the Sierras or something here. All right, thanks, guys. Thanks, Ken. Appreciate your help. Thanks to you, Frank, and also to you, Rob. I don't know what's going on with this rotor. Maybe I'm guessing, Frank, that the cats have been rummaging around and fighting up in the attic, and I'll bet you one of them has just knocked a wire loose. It just gives, no matter what I do, it just gives me an E, which means I'm not rotating anything, and it's never stuck. Usually, if it did stick, I could wiggle it loose, and it stuck once before about a year ago. But it's probably just the wires come loose because of the cats. The junction box up there on the floor near the window, and they may have rummaged through there and raised hell with it. We'll look at it tomorrow. I don't think this one's a serious problem. The box seems to be working. It's doing all the things it's normally doing, as opposed to the box in the house, which just quit completely. And I didn't stick the spare in there yet. All right. Good night, guys. Thanks for the help. And once again, go 49ers.
All righty. Very good, Mike. I'll catch up to you in the morning, probably somewhere on the air. And good night to Ken and Rob and everybody else. W6BBS shutting it down.
Okay, and by the way, Ken, if you didn't get, you got in here early, but Frank is just about ready to hook up the beacons. He'll have 2 and 432 going by the end of tomorrow on 280, 432, 280, and 144, 280, Ken, over.
Got the good square out of him. He was on 40 meters. He was off the coast of Madagascar, so on a great big oil tanker. So that was working 40 meters. So that was fun. WA60IB.
I doubled with you. I didn't get who you worked off the coast.
Yeah, you are a Ukrainian station. He's on the boat. UR5FSP, Maritime Mobile. He was in grid LG45 off of Madagascar.
Yeah, very good. On long path, short path.
Well, you know, I've got a inverted V. So what can I say?
What time of day?
It was just a couple hours ago.
That would be okay. Short path. Yeah, that's just morning time over there.
Yeah, he is on a great big oil tanker.
Now, as long as he stays out of the Red Sea, he'll be in good shape, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Mike and Aaron, KM6SR. We had a request for Justin on our formatting for our Bozo Net group that we put up on the I.O. I want to see what you guys think. Over.
Ken wiped you out on that round. So I heard the whole story. And yeah, that's great when you do things like that. And, you know, especially you're getting a good enough signal and all that, and all of a sudden you realize you got to start thinking about Madagascar. That's getting pretty far around there. That's getting down almost down near our antipodes. So that's a good shot there, Ken. I'm glad you're having fun with that. Over.
Oh yeah, it's real close to it. just on the other side. Yep. Well, we had fun anyway. By the way, we just you and Rob did the same thing, and you wiped Rob out. I could hear Rob in the background, but you overpowered him. So sorry, Rob.
Sorry, Rob. We just won't let those guys talk no more. Okay, I'm going to be quiet. Shut it down. Go ahead and take it, Rob.
Okay, Frank, 73 is good evening. I had a question for Mike and Aaron. We had a request from JNN about changing our formatting on how we display the group check-ins each night there, over.
The group check-ins? Check-ins. Oh, check-ins, not chickens.
Yeah, the check-ins. In other words, who we contact each night.
Okay. You do it. I don't do it, so I can't. I don't have any input there. Go ahead with Aaron.
Not sure how that'll work because the first name would be not in a column anymore. Over.
You guys doubled. You better start over, Rob.
Okay. Am I the only one talking here? KM6SR. Okay, I don't hear anybody else. I'll try it again. Third time's a charm. I had a question for Aaron and Mike. We had JNN request that we take their first names and push it over to the back of the column so that it's closer to their last names. The only problem is that their column will be going in and out a lot for their first names. I didn't know what you guys thought of doing that. Over.
He just wanted the first names to be right justified and the last names to be left justified so they'd sit right next to each other. That shouldn't be too hard in formatting.
No, not too hard, but I have to change the entire list if I change part of it to doing that. So I didn't know whether that was really worthwhile doing or not. I looked at all the other lists that are up there, and they're all the same way I'm doing it. Over.
Keep on keeping.
It's a highlight the column and change the justification. It's like 2 seconds to switch it.
Yeah, it'll change all the other columns for all the other Bozo nets I have. Over.
Well, you just gotta select the part that that you need to change. I mean, it's readable to me, so I mean you can just ignore the suggestion if you want to. But changing the making the first name right hand justified would take 2 seconds.
All right, leave it like it is. That's my vote.
Okay, and what's your vote, Aaron?
Yeah, I would just leave it. It doesn't matter. I mean, frankly, we don't even need the names on there anyways. You really just need the calls, but we just happen to have the names on there anyways.
Yeah, we include the last name because it's on the thing. Now, if I get rid of that column, then there'd be a big gap in there, and I can't move the columns around without destroying the rest of the stuff. I'd have to reformat the whole list in order to accommodate that. Over.
And I want to know is how you're going to accommodate me. My name is Elwood P. Suggins. What do you do with the P?
I take it over to the bathroom. Over.
Okay.
I go out to the tree.
Okay.
Out the window.
I knew it.
You're going to get left off the list, Mike.
I know I am.
I think Aaron came up with the best response.
What did you say, Aaron?
Probably nothing good.
You said I'm going to get bumped off the list.
Yeah.
What list?
Everybody that made a comment about your P comment, we all had a response, and I was voting that Aaron, while all responses were funny, I thought Aaron had the funniest.
Yeah, Rob, don't worry about it. Just keep doing what you're doing.
I don't know what Jim's concern is. Who cares about what the guy's last name is? And you can always find it by looking on the Bozo Net list anyway.
Well, I think he just thought it was harder to read when there's a gap there, but it's just a gap, I'm afraid they'd be too close together, so I'd have to take them all and justify each column on each one, and then maybe put a space in there so that they're not run into the last name. Over.
You're doing the work, Rob. Nobody else is doing the work. You're doing it. You do it the way you want it. If they don't like it, they don't have to read it. It's perfect the way it is.
Okay, well, I was just wondering if there's a reason for it. I can accommodate it. It just takes a little more work to do. Over.
Don't do it.
Yeah, someone's just getting nitpicky.
Yeah, there you go. You got our vote. That's what you wanted, Rob. Don't worry about it. Just tell them that it's not possible at this time without a lot of extra work. Thanks. If I get a chance to talk to Jim with the antenna rotating, I'll mention it to him tomorrow.
Okay, Mike. You double with somebody else? Come again? All right. Well, I guess that's it. I'll get all this list put together and stick her up on the web. I forgot my call sign for the last, what was it, the 432 one. Over.
Well, did you check in?
Of course. I haven't missed one of them.
Oh, okay.
Just checking, Rob.
How would I get all the names together if I didn't hear it?
Well, I got 39 check-ins here tonight. I was number 39.
I have you at the top of my list, Mike, so you're on every one. So I don't count your as a check-in, should I?
He's here, ain't he?
Yeah, he's net control. Do you count net control as a check-in?
That's an automatic check-in.
Wait a minute. Are you saying that Mike doesn't count?
For a check-in, that's the only thing there. I just didn't know if we were to count the net control as one of the check-ins. Over.
Well, when I check in with Pat, he checks me in, so I guess you got to check me in as a check-in.
Okay. All right. We'll make the change there. Over.
Now we're going to ask Mike every night if he checked himself in.
Yeah, Mike, did you check yourself in tonight?
Yes, I did.
Roger. Good boy.
Thank you. All right, guys. Good night. We'll see you all tomorrow. And look forward to 222 and 6 meters tomorrow, and have a good day. And it's going to be another sunny day. It was lovely today. Lovely, being about 20 degrees out there. Or not 20, I mean 70 degrees. And quite nice. I dragged the drag all over the two hills, the one up by the towers, Frank, and then I dragged the other one that's the view lot up on top here. I don't know if it did any good, but I dragged them.
Yeah, it was a good day to spray weeds.
I don't have any weeds.
I got tons of them.
You're supposed to pull them out.
Nah, I just kill them with chemicals. And then I go to them with the hoe later.
I just reach down on this kind of soil. You can just pull them right out.
Hey, Mike, I'd have 5 million plus weeds to pull if I did them that way.
Not if you're only doing 2 or 3 acres. If you're doing 40 acres, it takes more time.
I'll let the tractor do my work.
Yeah, just don't bring the tractor over here.
Oh, I've got an ATV with this I could bring over to you. Over.
It'd take you 2 seconds to do my property.
Well, we probably wouldn't know where to stop, so we get your grass and flower beds and the whole 9 yards. Over.
Yeah, I got a 50-gallon, it's not 50, actually it's a 30-gallon spray tank that goes on the back of my ATV. If you want to use it, Aaron, you're welcome to have it. Over.
Very good. Yeah, I'd kill my entire lawn in 2 seconds.
Well, I used to use it, and at first when I moved here, I thought, I'm not going to be able to keep up with this and the hillsides and stuff. Well, I made the mistake of spraying it with Roundup. And the next 2 years, I had massive erosion, so I don't use it anymore because there's nothing to hold the soil.
Oh, yeah. No, I got one of those, 1-gallon things and fill it up a couple times. It doesn't take too long to hit everything. But, yeah, we've had enough rain so far now that's, and then it's been warm. Everything's just starting to germinate down here.
Yeah, mine's motor driven and everything. It's got its own pump. Runs off the battery on the ATV, and you just turn it on, and it sprays. I got 4 sprayers, 1 on each side and 2 in the middle. I can cover a 12-foot span every time I pass. I could do your yard in 2 passes, I guess, huh?
Yeah, that wouldn't be good for the lawn.
Well, I could also spray fertilizer.
No, that's intriguing.
Yeah. Well, I could probably put, let's see, what could I do there? I could put a baffle in the middle of the tank. It's a bright yellow tank, and it's about 3 feet wide, and I could put a baffle in the middle. On one side, I could put liquid fertilizer. On the other side, I could put Roundup, and then I could just spray the lawn if I'm on the left side and the weeds on the right side.
Frank, he's getting ideas.
I think Frank went already, KM6SR.
Frank doesn't have any flat land either. He doesn't want to spray either because he'll have the same problem I had, erosion. Got to leave the weeds there to hold the soil. You've got flat out there. You don't have a problem.
Nope, yeah, the problem I got is this property used to be a farm, and so there's just tons of junk that come up out of the soil.
The only ones, there's two kinds that I don't like to pull, and when they get too big, they're nasty thistles and nettles. The rest of them are just all kinds of fun to pull. All right, good night, guys. I'm out of here. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for the help. K6MYC going that away.
Alrighty, and good night to everybody on YouTube. I'll be bringing the stream down here in a couple seconds. K6USY DMO6.
Good night, Mike. K6MYC, KM6SR. And good night, Aaron. Thanks for your help today. K6USY, KM6SR on QRT.